stone has a life. Everything has got life. Okay. But there are different stages, different levels of life. You cannot murder human beings. That everybody knows. But the next step you have to understand, you can't murder any animals. Okay. Plants are the natural food for all the animals. And minerals are the natural food for all the plants. The plants take minerals. The animals take plants. And we are also an animal taking plant. We are herbivorous animals. We are not carnivorous animals. We don't have the canine teeth. We don't have the biological structure to eat meat. That's why we should never eat meat. Because we are not biologically designed for that. Some animals are biologically designed to eat meat. This human body is not biologically designed to eat meat. We are biologically designed only to eat plant food. Whatever is biology, we have to agree with it. Go with it.
Namaste. Very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, dear friends and masters. On behalf of Buddhasya Quantum Foundation, we warmly welcome all of you to the day 12 of our program, Yoga. Health is wealth, and we have every right to be healthy and happy. So far, we have understood that as stress gets eliminated, our body is able to function in normal, natural manner. Yes, meditation is my chill pill. That I realized as I practiced meditation more and more. Moreover, my writing skill, my reading skill, my grasping power enhanced significantly. I just keep repeating that meditation is a self-exploration journey where you get all the benefits by default. Yes, so many pleasant surprises in store for you as we tread this path. How plant-based diet is essential for our health, we will understand from our mentor Chandra sir. Over to you, sir.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. Our thoughts create things. Our thoughts and feelings attract everything into a life, and you create your own reality. These are the aspects. Ya mati sa gatir bhavet. We slowly understand these aspects. Our mindset will shift towards it so that we are fully empowered. This is bound to happen. As we change our thought, as we see a different reality being created, same quietness. In chaos, we see quietness very soon, or if you're not seen yet. Where we thought it's a problem, we will see a learning there very soon. Different reality. So we create our own reality constantly with our own thoughts and feelings. Our respective realities are being created by each and every one of us, which is the essence of this 40-day program. Accept and create. Accept what comes, create what you intend, whatever that you wish. So when you say you create your reality, then there isn't any restriction, but you create your reality with consideration. Consideration to everything and everyone around. So Patriji always simplified the whole spirituality or No, the science of meditation. There are 5 fingers, 5 things we do. No killing, no violence, no interference. The 3 no's. We do in consideration of others. We create a reality. I let Namitaji create a reality. I let everybody create their realities while I create my reality. No killing, no violence, no interference. 3 no's. Meditation and middle path. 5. No, there's 5 other. No killing, no violence, no interference. Meditation, middle path. Middle path is do everything in moderation, but the right things. That is, from a Gautam Buddha, we can look at and say right views, right intentions, right work, right actions, right speech, right efforts, right concentration, right mindfulness. Our samadhi, it keeps changing, the last one. Right views and intentions are right thinking. We already covered at some level from a concept of energy. But the point here, dear friends, is that no violence, no killing, no interference, meditation, middle path. Live a life in moderation, middle path. But everything in consideration of the first 3, no killing, no violence, no interference. When I read first book by Scott Peck, The Road Less Traveled, a Harvard professor, I was quite impressed by a quote. He said, you have no right to question someone unless it is helping them to grow spiritually. Unless it's helping them to grow spiritually. There is matter, there is energy. If somebody is going to enhance their understanding about the energy, about the spirit, about consciousness, so they work from that understanding, then you question. Otherwise, don't bother. Question means you ask, maybe, for example, if I find somebody always complaining around you, my life is this, is because of them it happened, because of this person it happened. Then you gently remind them that there is a different way to live and think about it. That will help them to grow, ask them to think, look at the reality differently. But not about someone is what they're doing. I want to play cricket and I want to go and sing. I want to do this. I want to do that. Let them do. I like to go for a party. I like to do this, that. Let them do. Doesn't matter. Non-interference. Non-interference into someone's life. Everybody's got their life to have a design, have a plan, have a purpose, or come. We keep interfering and trying to impose our life design there. Parents have to pass their life designs to the children. They have come. You may be very intelligent, multiple degrees, very successful, but they have come for their own design. There's no way we see them through our own lens and say, I worked 8 hours, I worked 20 hours, so you work also so many hours. There's no way. Neither this way nor that way. They will work for what they want to. But no killing, no violence, no interference, no killing. What right? If I would like somebody to not kill me, then I should see if I can do the same to somebody else. And that somebody is not just humans. Every living being. Every living being. A boy saw a small baby calf getting separated from a cow. And the baby calf is, of course, wailing and crying and wriggling and all that. And the boy asked, why is it doing it? Young infant, no, doesn't know. The father proudly said, it's not going to see its mother forever. Then he came home, cried. In the evening, he said, I'm not going to have my food if it's going to make that baby calf suffer so much. I'm going to have that milk. Because he's already imagining how painful it's going to be to have, if it happens to him that his mother, his mom is separated from him. We have to elevate our understanding about what a food choice we're making. From just a human heart perspective, just to see, just thinking about it will give us sufficient answers. We have children, how quickly they respond to it, how quickly. If they're not influenced too much, we've seen children cry when hands are taken away. Instantly they know it. Instinctively they know it. Something is happening. No killing. The killing that has a dharma, has a value to look at and say, can I extend it to everything? Becomes a dharma. If we want to be lived, then we let live. No killing, no violence. Who wants to be slapped? Who want to be pushed, kicked? Violence, physical or mental. In consideration, why is it so? What is the deal here? Now we are all connected as energy. We have come here. We are more than this body. In every meditation, we see there is something more is happening. We thought our body cannot move unless you move, but in meditation, you sit idle, your body is moving, you're seeing something, you're somewhere, you're flying somewhere. Many things are happening, you're not sure, but you're consciously aware, you're noticing it. So what's going on here? There's something out there, there's consciousness, there's awareness that is there. And that awareness and the consciousness, we're all the same stuff. According to quantum physics, we're all the same stuff. Meaning, we're all energy deep inside, so we're connected as one. And so then, if you don't naturally cause killing and violence to your family members and friends, neither you think of doing it to the people. We're just not being told and educated. That's all it is. That we very naturally gravitate towards extending the gravitate towards violence to so many animal brotherhood. So this dharma, dear friends, no killing, no violence, this has to be really looked at, and no interference. This is the third one. No interference. Everything has to be applied. What Jesus Christ said, do unto others what you do unto yourself. Do not do unto others what you do not do unto yourself. Very simple. What I don't want to myself, I don't do to somebody else. If somebody interferes and then keeps on snubbing me and says, just do this, just do this, just do this, you're not going to stay there. You're going to go away from there. A colleague or a subordinate or the worker, the junior colleague gets stifled if we constantly push him and say, do this way. If you breathe down the neck, they're not going to stay. They're going to go away from there. A child will not stay. They'll find the first reason to escape out of home and we continuously interfere. Because they do want to live their own life out of their own interest, which is natural for every human being. And so then we just need to have that awareness. We're not here to govern everybody. We are here to experience our life while we allow others to experience their life. This is the spiritual value. Because we see the same divine in everyone. We see the same energy in everybody. And so then we don't see somebody as somebody very less and somebody as very great. We see the same, so we allow them. In consideration to everyone else. That's the thing. In consideration is no killing, no violence, no interference. Let somebody live their life. They want to go, as long as they don't interfere, they don't rampantly kill things, they don't rampantly damage things, let them go. We have no problem if somebody wants to go trekking and then doing it gently. If they're asked to towards trek, they keep chopping off wood and everything there. It doesn't make sense. They're not being considerate. But to the best possible, they're going and then going into treks. Let them enjoy. Somebody wants to meet together and then a party. Let them enjoy. What's wrong in it? They don't cause disturbance to others. They don't cause violence to others. What's wrong in it? Why is it a problem if somebody stays till 2 a.m.? Why is it a problem? Everything is a mental construct. What, dear friends? So this concept was very important to me when I understood it, simplifying it. Otherwise, there are no notes. We create our own reality, but the notes are that do not interfere into someone. You are your own company, your own life. You know, these whole companies trying to damage and tarnish somebody else's image for me to grow. This whole competition, seeding fear, doubt, and uncertainty about another company in the minds of the customer, which is significant interference into something else, some other entity. It's a group energy. This whole, what business calls FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, cause it into the minds of other customers about competition, so that we call it kill the competition. These are very, 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 very anti-spiritual. Why should we grow at the expense of trying to damage, trying to do something else? That's interference. You are interfering into somebody else's progress, but it's going to be paid for. Everything's going to be paid for. The law of cause and reaction is there. The energy that we put out is going to come back square, ultimately. Either it is going around, or somebody who receives it is also going to, at some point, put it back in a way, unless they're fully enlightened. Unless they're fully enlightened. When they're fully enlightened, you'll get forgiveness, and so then it is okay. Okay, meaning you still are going to go back to see why the hell did I do what I did, deviating from my plan. You guys didn't help me. It won't help you. But we look to, and then as we understand and practice more and more meditation, the connection to, that's why we understand, we read, we understand life. When you read the soul's journey, we will know that there is mental kingdom growing into plant kingdom, growing into an animal kingdom, growing into a human kingdom. Animals are the next nearest. They're developing into an individual consciousness. They have significant pain as humans. They're developing individual consciousness, significant pain as humans. But to the best possible, that's what it is. No killing, no violence, no interference. Self-defense, no problem. Food choices, there is so much out there. There is, when you look at vegetarian choices, everything has got what is required. Forget about it. The body has the biggest pharmaceutical machine if you allow it to work. If you allow it to work. And so it produces everything necessary. Otherwise, you won't have an answer why some people they can live without food. Some can live just on one meal. Some people can live for lifelong and eating in an ashram where who is thinking about protein there? Well, nobody is thinking about protein there. They're living lifelong in an ashram because they energize the power of their body through something else called meditation, through nature. Let's go into meditation, dear friends, once again today, and then see if we can understand some technical aspects of vegetarianism, our food choices, killing and violence rampantly caused. A person becomes a vegetarian. There is a saying, there is a research that about 8,000 animals are saved for their lifetime. Large animals, 8,000 lives are given back to the planet, for their lives are given to themselves. I used to be a meat eater. When I became vegetarian, I came to meditation. Automatically, something told me within a few days. It told me within a few days that it just didn't feel right, so I gave up. That was in 2002. Very, very, very happy, beautiful, sharp life after that. So our meditation, dear friends, today, what's the time now? 6:28. So let's do like something we did last week, right? We're going to do a form. So let's do practice. We're doing breath meditation for some time. After breath meditation, where you're observing the breath and resting your mind. Observe the breath with your eyes closed, and the mind gets rested, gets empty. And after that, then we will look to align. If thoughts create reality, look to align, to let go of things that are no longer necessary in our life through affirmation, and then affirm intentions that are important, that move us forward in our life. A courageous life, a loving life, a life of consideration, a life of joy, a life of freedom. Because the science is that whatever we affirm in a quieter state, in a quieter, calmer state, then we are, number one, we are not blocking, where there's no analysis. Okay, can I just become loving just by saying affirmation? We don't say that. Instead, when you're saying, I'm loving my life, and so when you're quieter, where the past is not there, however difficulties that you're going through, when you do sufficient amount of emptiness meditation, past is forgotten momentarily. And so in the present, you can go and then imagine and dream of whatever that you wish to experience. So you are saying, I'm loving my life. So doing something that you're passionate about. So imagine, bring up a flash of you singing, you love it. I'm loving my life. Sufficient. It doesn't have to be something great. And imagine yourself traveling, I'm loving my life, right? You say those, and then you have an elevated feeling at that point because you are going into this imagination or affirmations, and you're doing it with a belief. And so when you do that, it goes into subconscious. A clear mind where this analytical mind is not blocking you, and so then you have access to subconscious meditation. And so when you're affirming and imagining that you're having a feeling, it goes more deep into subconscious. We call it your primary subconscious. And the science is what? What is there in subconscious is what operates for you in your life. And so the more we do this, the more frequently we do this, the more it goes and sits there as a subconscious program, which is operating even when you're not actually there. And then sending that thing that you believe that a loving life is what you're attracting, right? And so that's how it happens. That's how it happens. Our thoughts and feelings, as the primary subconscious, are bringing back a newer reality for us in due course, right? If not anything, but today we feel great about doing an affirmation about a future, right? And so I'll do the affirmations. So the affirmations are about releasing what's not necessary and then attracting and inviting what we wish to have in our life, right, friends? You can put anything out there. When I'm saying a few affirmations, you can put anything out there. So our meditation then is breath mindfulness meditation for a long time, which is emptying our stuff, emptying our mind. And then, the way you do the breath mindfulness meditation for some time, and then we do affirmations for a few minutes of affirming great intentions for ourselves, for everyone, and then express gratitude. We end our meditation, right? How do you do breath mindfulness meditation? Is by observing your breath with our eyes closed, natural breath. As seen in the picture, welcome anyone new here. Cross your feet at ankle, fingers into fingers, hands rested comfortably in your lap, closing eyes, observing a normal, natural breath anywhere on the nose as a reference point. When I observe the breath slowly, mind becomes empty. And you experience calmness, emptiness. Be in that state. In case you have thoughts anytime, bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. That's yourself. Dear friends, this is called breath meditation. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. Relax your body. Scan your body from head to toe and relax. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming less and less of thought. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience that calmness, emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, a blackness. When you empty your mind of thought, you move away from matter, you experience emptiness, energy. All emptiness is energy. the longer you stay aware of this emptiness, field of energy, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy, mystical energy, empowerment energy. Stay aware of that emptiness, that calmness. If you are distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath, dear friends. Allow yourself to merge into that emptiness, that blackness, where there's no body, where there's no thing. This is the quantum field of energy, the field of possibilities. The more you are with it, the more open you become. The more miraculous you become. Friend, as you merge into the field of possibilities, as you are clearer in your mind of thought, you have a great opportunity to create a new future for yourself and for everyone around. You have an opportunity to shift your vibration and dream and affirm of a new future, dear friends. Our thoughts and feelings create our outer reality. The clearer your intention, the stronger your feelings, the stronger you signal the field to manifest into your physicality. I'd like you to, dear friends, with total belief and excitement, affirm intentions for a great new future. Releasing the past, shedding all those limiting beliefs and moving into a future that's expansive and concentrate. I lovingly release all that no longer serves me. I release my older understanding that no longer serves me. My past is past. I am free from my past. Friends, I want you to affirm these intentions with belief in it, excitement with it. My past is past. I am free from my past. I forgive myself and I extend that compassionate forgiveness to others. And I realize I choose peace as I forgive and as I release everything and everyone from my past. Every experience has taught me something valuable. I carry the wisdom from it. I carry the learnings from it. Every experience gives me clarity and strength to go forward in life. Come on, dear friends, affirm it. Elevate your understanding. Every experience gives me more clarity and strength to move forward in my life. I am aware to let go of the regret moment to moment, and I embrace the present moment. Truly, I believe I am the creator of my reality. I am the creator of my destiny. My future is filled with possibility. As I knock on the doors of possibilities every day in my meditations. Come on, dear friends, affirm it. I am the creator of my destiny. I am healing and evolving moment by moment. I am healing, I am evolving, releasing all the past, increasing my understanding about life. I am evolving moment to moment. Come on, dear friends, new opportunities are flowing to me effortlessly. Feel it, dear friends. Bring up flashes and images of those experiences and looking to have new opportunities are flowing to me effortlessly. The more you feel, the more you attract, dear friends. Can you do that? Feel it. Opportunities flowing effortlessly into your life. I am attracting abundance, success, joy, and whatever I'm attracting and living an abundant life. Feel it, dear friends. I want you to step into the realms of abundance. Abundance of success, knowledge, wealth, relationships, health, whatever, abundance of service, opportunity. Abundance is your natural right, dear friends. Feel that abundant living. Experience it, that you're not limiting yourself with. Feel it. I trust the process of life. Everything happens for my highest good. Come on, dear friends. Every day is a fresh day. I'm reborn in every moment, every day. Friends, elevate your understanding. Every day is a fresh day. I am ready to receive all that I have dreamt of. I am ready to receive all that I have dreamt of. I allow things to happen to me. The best version of me is emerging every moment. I love it. My meditations, my understanding as it increases. A best version of me is emerging. I feel it. Feel it, dear friends. Feel a life of freedom, a life of courage, a life of abundance, a life of consideration, empathy. A life of unlimitedness divinely. Relax, dear friends, and let your body synthesize these energies. Every feeling and thought is energy. Let these seeds of possibilities that are planted with greater intentions by you merge into the field, and let this unified, intelligent field organize that future for you at the right time and place. Let it go. Surrender. You primed your subconscious with seeds of great future. Be certain that whatever you emotionally embrace is manifesting into your physicality. Relax and express gratitude. To all things and everyone for helping you create this new future, helping you live this life. Your gratitude, your parents, teachers, mentors, family, friends, colleagues, relatives, this nature, the bird, the fish and the animals, to everything you use, the technology, all the government systems, to yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. Hope you enjoy the session. Namita Madam, any announcements?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Announcement is regarding 5-day advanced meditation retreat to be held at Mount Shasta, USA from 4th July to 8th July. So, dear friends and masters, kindly do spread this information, as you know that attending such spiritual retreat is a kind of few opportunities in your lifetime, amazing opportunities, because not only you are away from your regular environment, from your mundane routine, you revel in nature, you just unwind yourself, you explore, and great opportunity to connect with the infinite intelligence. I can just share my brief experience here regarding I had attended such retreat at Pyramid Valley, Bangalore. And I feel that kind of shift, internal shift had taken place inside me. I sort of felt internal healing had taken place. I was taking a nature walk, doing walking meditation, and my face was full of all tears. Tears started rolling down, and I just felt like going inside pyramid and meditate there. I just sat in meditation for 3 hours. I still remember each and every moment of my stay there. What a refreshing, rejuvenating stay it was. And I am looking forward to attending the upcoming retreat in September. So what you can do, dear friends and masters, you can just spread the information and encourage your friends and relatives to be part of such retreat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Namita Madam. It's wonderful. We're doing a retreat in the United States in July. That's what she's talking about. And we have another one in September in Pyramid Valley International, Bangalore. It's at Mount Shasta, California, United States. This July 4th weekend. So 5-day program. It's always great to dwell deeper into ourselves. Just a great space to be in. So friends, we're at 7:17. We have some beautiful factual presentation on what does it mean to consider an alternate food choice, which is plant-based diet, vegetarian diet. Vegetarian or plant-based? It'll probably take about 15-16 minutes to cover through. Anil ji has asked a question. Do you have any place in New Zealand under Buddha CEO? Thanks. We have a few meditators there in New Zealand who practice. And of course, there are definitely several meditators from PSSM in New Zealand too, in Auckland and places. We can look to connect you to them. But as such, Buddha Seva mostly is operating virtually. Physical centers are our master centers in most cases where they are running weekly classes in different areas. A lot happens through online, and then physical retreats happen whenever that our masters travel, and then we are doing sessions like these advanced retreats in Pyramid Valley and other facilities. That's how we operate. So we can connect you to other masters out there. When someone asked me earlier this program about food choices, the only thing that we talk about, actually encourage, is to move into a vegetarian or plant-based diet. Go forward. A diet forward is plant-based vegetarian diet. Everything else happens in moderation. Everything else will happen. Even this will happen through meditation. This is also going to happen through meditation at some point. You'll find the need. And so then that's why we start with meditation. Do meditation, experience meditation enough to the way you feel that you're ready to take a choice and plunge into this. But experiment on anything. Thought create reality, experiment. No regret. Regret beats regretful experience, experiment. With love, I can solve problems, experiment. And when somebody is giving you back every time, but we say, I'm going to be patient, and then send loving thought to them, forgiving thought to them, it'll solve the problems, experiment. Vegetarian diet, experiment. Experiment for a few days, in a few weeks, and there are many people have experimented for 40 days and said, this is the best thing ever happened to me, even vegetarian diet, experiment. Nothing is going to come down if you experiment for a few days and then see and feel for yourself how you feel when you take to something like this. There's no dogma here. Everything is an experimentation. A scientific, a spiritual master, a spiritual scientist. We all become spiritual scientists. We're not believers of something. We are scientists. We experiment, explore, and then say, yes, this serves me. I take it. If it doesn't serve me, I'll move to some other system. That's how it is. Same with the meditation. This meditation that we are practicing here definitely served me, and then it serves a lot of Buddha CEOs, and then all together we're talking about this, actually believing in it, and so that if it serves you, you will stay. So we explore. What is the right spiritual practice for me? Iteration. In iteration, we will come to a conclusion at some point. This is it. Gautam Buddha tried so many things for 6 years. Patriji tried so many different places he went to, and then finally decided there is no place that satisfies me, and so I have to start my own, which is Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, combining pyramid energy, spiritual science, that you are the whole self, you are the whole, not somebody else. You are the whole. Somebody else is not there above you or below you, and you are equal to everyone. You are the whole. Meditation helps you to realize the wholeness. So experimentation will lead us towards something beautiful, some increased understanding, one way or the other. And so this also, we ask, being very scientific temperamented, and so then try. And so Mahatma Gandhi is saying, a greatness of a nation can be judged by the ways animals are treated. Now, that's Mahatma Gandhi, somebody who is just beautifully crafted the whole non-violence into the world. There's love-based actions, fear-based actions. Fear-based actions are survival-oriented. Love-based actions are expansion. It brings people together. We know this. Abraham Lincoln, vegetarian by choice, in favor of animal rights as well as human rights. That's a way of a whole human being, right? Just the way slavery was abolished, untouchability was abolished, there will be a time where killing onto the animals will also be abolished. It's bound to happen, dear friends. Things that you do not resonate with, things that are not truthful and natural will have to change. Nothing will benefit human health. There is Albert Einstein, right? Albert Einstein. Nothing will benefit human health and increase the chance for survival of life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet. Albert Einstein, a vegetarian, right? Vegetarian. Carl Lewis, the sportsman. Now, many sportsmen, include Virat Kohli now, they've turned into vegetarian, plant-based diets. Fastest man. If you have the doubt that I need to have a lot of protein and strength in me to become that, then you can't beat Carl Lewis then. A vegetarian, fastest man, 8 golds, or whatever, 9 golds in Olympic. So many world records. Vegetarian diet. Charles Darwin, we're very famous. We know this. Love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. Charles Darwin, all philosophers, all scientists, many scientists, spiritual masters, of course, have advocated always vegetarianism. Now, Rabindranath Tagore is talking a lot more. We manage to swallow flesh only because we do not think of the cruel and sinful things that we do. If only we do not allow our heart to grow callous, it protects against cruelty, is always freely heard. So there is a little more powerful that he feels for animals, and so then Rabindranath Tagore is expressing his deep pain through this expression. Leonardo da Vinci. The time will come when men such as I will look upon the murder of animals as they now look upon the murder of man. That's very powerful. This is strong of how he feels. No killing, no violence, no interference. That killing, violence, not only to humans, dear friends, that's what he's saying, extend to everyone. Mark Twain. The pain which inflicted upon unconsidering animals is the basis of my enmity toward it. Is to be sufficient justification of the enmity without looking further. He is again speaking differently, but then he's saying that how important, I don't know how much pain and suffering we cause to animal friends. Pythagoras, for as long as men mask animals, they will kill each other. Indeed, he who shows the seed of murder and pain cannot reap joy and love. Pythagoras, greatest mathematician that we know of, is talking about something fundamental and deep. Something fundamental and deep. The violence and aggression, the killing, the wars, conflicts, many of them are emerging from the pain and suffering that the dominance attitude that we receive when we eat meat is essentially what his message is. Socrates, the highest realms of thought are impossible to reach without first attaining an understanding of compassion. Is talking in the context of treating animals. The Socrates, right, the greatest philosophers. Thomas Alva Edison, inventor. Nonviolence leads to he's one of the greatest inventors. Emerson and Thomas Alva Edison are the two greatest inventors of all time. Right? Somebody who's created the light bulbs and all of it. Nonviolence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we're still savages. Talking from an ethics perspective. So, dear friends, there is no dearth of how many people who are known, most popular, famous, successful in their life and impactful in what their life has been, are all vegetarians, carried vegetarian diet. Right. And some scientific facts now, apart from what people have said about it and how they've turned to vegetarian. Common disease among meat eaters: obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, mad cow disease, piles, many things. Many things. What's the top killer worldwide? 3% of all deaths worldwide are due to cancer, and 15% in USA. And for vegetarians, there is 60% reduction. The cancer, the overall studies show that it is 60% reduction just by being a vegetarian. Who would want to be killed by cancer? So this is from a director of Framingham Health Study that was done a few years ago, but these things continue to happen even now. The same. This study may be about 10 years old, but nevertheless, it's a study on vegetarianism and then how it is. Now, meat contains an average 13 times more pesticides than vegetables. Right? That's the essence. So then there's so many illnesses, foodborne illnesses that are coming up. No wonder. I need to eat meat to make muscles. A horse eats grass, but a human wants to eat meat. But the same horse eats grass and then really takes him forward wherever he wants to go. So there is so much of myth about this. All these mammals are all vegetarian. Buffaloes, bulls, camels, elephants, giraffes, hippos, horses, rhinoceros. Everything is vegetarian. The strongest, heaviest, and whatever, the tallest, they're all are vegetarians, and the speed with which they move. Yet we probably not notice it because we've not been told many times. And so this is what Patrice was talking about. What are we designed to eat? We are an herbivore animal. We are a herbivore. We're not carnivore. As our teeth are broad and flat, right, and they're not sharp and pointed for tearing. We need to tear meat. And then our colon is much longer, 3 to 6 times the body length for animals, whereas for us it's 10 to 12 times body length. So it takes a long time for the food to go through the colon, that means our intestines, and so it takes a long time for it to digest and then struggle. Whereas a short length means it immediately comes out. You eat in a short length of colon, so it immediately comes out, and then so it gets discarded very easy. But for us, it takes a long time. It is going through, puts so much pressure onto the body. And many ways, there are many other things out there that is a fascinating study. What is an herbivore? Human is an herbivore and carnivore. The differences in the way our teeth, our jaws, our chewing, our saliva, many things are there. Alkaline versus acidic. Now, water waste. Moving to the environment. A vegan diet requires only 300 gallons of water per day, while a typical meat-eating diet requires more than 4,000 gallons of water per day. So what it is saying here, you save more water by not eating a pound of meat than you do not take a shower for 6 months, because the amount of water that's required to grow, to create meat, a pound of meat, versus a pound of vegetables is significantly lesser, up to 50 times lesser. If you look at this chart here, wheat, it takes 25 gallons of water to produce a pound of wheat, and then a pound of meat below, and you go to beef, it's 5,000. 25 to 5,000, that's like, I don't know how many times that is. 200 times, it seems like that is. So much of water is required to produce that beef, because so much goes in feeding the cattle, and so much goes in and generating crops to feed the cattle, and then all the water goes there. Deforestation, greenhouse warming, carbon gas released by clearing and burning enough rainforest to produce just one hamburger. There is so much of 70% of former forests in the Amazons were raised for grazing for cattle, because they have to be eventually killed for produce meat. 70% of forests are going away. 70% of the land is going away for grazing, and that means forests are going away. And the greenhouse gases are reduced. There is this book by John Robbins called Food Revolution. So many scientific facts are there in it. It's worth looking at it, reading it to understand how a vegetarian diet and a plant-based diet is a lot more sacred, a lot more auspicious for everything and to ourselves. Sustainability of the land. When you are going and doing cultivation in land, what it's saying, 2.5 acre land can feed 22 people with potatoes, while it feeds only 1 to 2 people with meat and chicken. Facts. When you're cultivating 2.5 acres of land, it's feeding 22 people with potatoes, and while it feeds only 1 to 2 people with meat and chicken. Because there is so much inequality. When it all goes, basically all the food is going to feed cattle and then it comes back from it. So it's completely disproportionate. It's where the consumption, sustainability is impacted significantly by consuming meat. And so is the water is impacted. Greenhouse gas are emerging significantly. The largest cause for the greenhouse gases is, one of the largest is this slaughterhouses releasing significant amount of methane, carbons. And sustainability. Then who is eating our food? I was like super shocked when I read this fact. Whatever food we generate, humans are eating only 2% of it or 3% of it. 77%, nearly 80% goes to feeding the livestock. And then another 17% gets wasted in transport from one country to another, place to place. It gets wasted. This whole understanding to eat what is produced locally must at once come, because 18% of the food is wasted in dense transport. Tomatoes, they perish when they go from one ship to ship or whatever, country to country, they perish. So much food goes wasted. Right. So eating local food, we do so much service because there's so much is going wasted. And the stat is that if one of the largest countries, meat-eating countries, turns a vegetarian, millions of people are dying of hunger will go away from hunger death immediately, overnight. Overnight. One of the largest countries, when it becomes meaty vegetarian, automatically millions of people hunger deaths go away immediately. So many people are dying on the other side, hunger deaths. So UN reports warn that rearing cattle produce more greenhouse gases than driving cars. Right? Driving cars. So there is fascinating reports that are telling that how much of greenhouse gas are there. So global warming is happening. One of the largest is meat producing industries. Advertisement, I'm almost ending there. What most people learn about food is advertisement, and it's a sad state of affairs. The billions of dollars are spent by making burgers, and then you spend billions of dollars on promotion advertisement, making people eat them only to make them spend more money on healthcare costs and then reduce their longevity, while awareness about cancer institute, $1 million paltry is spent. The money is inequality of money allocation. Money allocation inequality. The programs, the TV program, the commercials, they program us. And so then we go and go on to them. Billions is spent. So there's so much of gross misuse of money towards things only that is harming more and more of a human, from a health, environment, everything. Animal welfare is this. And the last thing, dear friends, is that Ayurveda recommends vegetarian, that ahimsa is the cornerstone of yoga, the world's most ancient practice. Buddhist monks commonly practice them out of compassion to benefit. And so then every religion, basically, the cardinal principle of every religion is love, and love cannot come by killing and inflicting violence upon any living being. So, dear friends, Patriji has been a strong proponent of vegetarianism, very, very strong proponent of vegetarianism. He always was, he said many times, I care for animals than for meditation. This is more important. He always said 50% is plant-based diet, vegetarian diet, 50% is meditation. Two things. And many, many ways. That is his feeling. And so George Bernard Shaw, animals are my friends. I don't eat my friends. Reprogram, you look at it, elevate, understand, and say, we feel the suffering and pain. Of course, a meditation helps, but we're considering is helpful. Just considering. I did that in 2002 and then I became vegetarian. It's great. I didn't have to look at anything, any other choice. I didn't have to. So thank you very much for looking into this important aspect here. Always important. We increase our understanding with these knowledge that is there, the facts that are there. Right? Now, one chart about proteins and all of that, there is plenty of charts if you go and search on the internet. Just needed to have that awareness. Search and say, I want to know the facts about proteins and nutrients and vegetarian component versus non-veg component because we've been bombarded with all kinds of information and knowledge. What to do? Government is pushing eggs into small children. This must cease. It will cease soon. They supply eggs saying that this is nutrients, and then mothers who are there in rural areas not knowing, and then they're pushing, they're making them eat, and then pushing the children to eat. All of this must stop. Mothers must stop. First, at least understand the facts before even doing this. Thank you very much, friends. We'll look forward to seeing you all tomorrow again. This week, we are considering and talking about health, physical health, mental health. In the context, we talk about an important aspect is how auspicious, how healthy a vegetarian diet is through factual understanding. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Sometimes I'm not sure who I am, or even if I'm where I'm supposed to be. Grateful for all of my memories, starting to feel like I need new air.
A very good evening, warm afternoon, and a wonderful morning to all friends and masters joining us from across the globe. Today's session is so important. It's not just about just the food choices that we are making. It's about the awareness, the values, the conscious living, or I would say more compassionate living. Leo Tolstoy very famously said, as long as there will be slaughterhouses, there will be battlefields. It's morally wrong to eat animals. So after a deep dive into this session today, a very pertinent topic, and the compassion thing sets in not just for fellow human beings, but for animals also. How important it is to be compassionate towards them also, and look for alternate food choices, which is for the betterment of all of us. So with this, the forum is open for questions, and if there are any sharings, we would love to hear from you. Okay, I see on chat. Rupali ji is saying, Chandra sir, I'm curious about you, how much time you meditate every day. All right, Rupali ji, this only Chandra sir can answer, but I'm sure for him, more the merrier. Swati ji is asking, kindly please send retreat message in the group with address. Yes, are you a part of any group? Please mention. If not, we will add you. Otherwise, all our programs, whatever is happening, regular updates will always be there for our all upcoming programs. So if you're there, then you will be a message will be sent. Please share the pyramid information, how to use, and where we can get one. Okay, Rupali ji, just stay invested in your question for some more days, probably next week or maybe after that. Sometime we are discussing uh, in deep about pyramids. All relevant information will be shared the same day. Just stay invested a bit more in your question. Himlata ji is saying, I have become vegetarian after starting my meditation past 6 months. That's amazing. Wow. Something you have been doing since childhood and then choosing to have more compassionate living. That's awesome. Many congratulations to all of us, rather, here. Feeling good after starting being vegetarian. Awesome, awesome, Hemlata ji. Anyone else would like to share how the days have been so far, and any questions? Please ask. Anyone would like to share? Let's make this platform very interactive. When you ask us something, we are like, we feel yes, like, there is something like, two-way communication happening. And if you are not asking anything, it means either everything is clear or nothing is clear. You may ask your doubts on the chat box also if you feel. How the journey has been so far. How do you feel immediately after getting out of meditation? The changes in life, they happen slowly and gradually, or maybe instantly also. There's nothing known. But the feelings of everyday morning, whenever we are meditating, or whatever time we are choosing, when we get out of that, sometimes we may feel, oh, I'm just in thoughts. But when I get out of meditation, we feel so bliss, so amazing. It's beyond words. Yes. Please announce the date retreat program at. Okay, so it is PVI, Pyramid Valley International. So it is around 26th of September. However, exact dates, as I said, please, if you're there on any of the Buddha CEO groups, then the dates will be shared there, sir. But it's around 26th of September, as far as I remember. If you're not on any group, please mention. We'll add you to some groups, sir. Okay, Kirangi is saying, I'm confused whether to become vegan. I want to ask about your choice. So, Kirangi, I leave it to you as of now. If you're getting an inner instinct, yes, I should be vegan, please go ahead. It's totally your inner this thing, right? I have one more question. What helps to be mindful in every moment? So, for me, what has worked for me is again meditation, because meditation is breath mindfulness, right? You're mindful of your own breath. So, somewhere you're learning to be mindful, right? First, you're mindful of your breath, then that practice of mindfulness sets in other aspects also. So, when we are continuously training our mind to be mindful of our breath, right? You're thinking something, you're sitting for meditation, but then you're thinking about some work somewhere, or probably you're thinking about tomorrow's schedule. And again, you're like, no, come back to the breath. I have to be in the present moment awareness. So when you are doing practicing mindfulness in one aspect, say this breath mindfulness meditation, eventually mindfulness will enter in other areas also. So it will happen. Don't worry. Eventually it will happen, Himlata ji. I hope I could clarify your question. anyone else would like to ask? I hope we are clear about mindfulness and meditation, because many a times confusion happens. What is mindfulness? What is meditation? As I just said, mindfulness is being into what we are doing presently. For example, I'm singing. I'm just singing. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not thinking about my yesterday, how the day has been, or tomorrow, what schedule is awaiting me. Or if I'm cooking, I'm just into cooking. I'm not doing anything else apart from that. I'm with my full attention there on cooking the food for my family. It is there. That is mindfulness. Mindfulness can be in anything. For example, I'm gardening, right? I love gardening. I'm totally into it. Sometimes even when I'm gardening, somebody's coming and calling me. I may not hear him or her also, because I'm so much in the flow of gardening only. That is mindfulness, and mindfulness is into anything. Meditation, what we are doing is breath mindfulness. So we are mindful of our breath, observing our breath. Hope I could clarify this too. So it means while doing house chores, without, yes, or the good thoughts. For example, as I said, I'm cooking, right? So that feelings of, oh, I'm cooking for my family. Honestly, never used to happen for with me before. And whenever I was cooking, I was just thinking, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. I'm cooking mechanically. I'm just cooking. Earlier, it used to happen, but now after hearing and listening, entering into meditation with the wisdom and all, whenever I feel, oh, I'm going off, I always get that feeling, I put that intention, I'm cooking for my family. This food is going to make them this, and, all those good intentions there. I'm not thinking about anything else, as I said. And then it may also happen while I'm doing so, again, some other thought may come up, probably thoughts which are not good. Probably you're thinking about your boss in the meeting yesterday, and those thoughts are not needed here while we are cooking. So again, when we get back to breath, same here. Oh no, this is not something I should think right now, right? It should be just the food I'm cooking. Even initially, for me, how it happened when I was cooking, I used to get into the thought patterns which were not needed. Then I used to consciously make an effort. No, I have to, if I am into it, I should be totally cooking. Or something, good words inside my mind, something like, oh, this food is going to make my kids energetic, or whatever. Thoughts which are not needed should not be there. So eventually, ma'am, slowly and gradually it will come in. Any other doubts? Please feel free to ask. No question is a right or wrong, or big or small, or should I ask or should I not ask? How will others feel? Please do not think like that. Give us this opportunity to look for answers and answer you. How affirmation made could help us shall dissolve. How affirmation made could help us shall dissolve irrelevant and unrealistic thoughts. Yeah, and improving neural network. So affirmations are like, for example, I feel my life is not going good. So I'll set an affirmation. My life is amazing. My life is amazing. I am blessed. My life is superb. Now, what is happening here is that you're raising your vibration level, right? Number one, two things are happening. Number one, you're raising your vibrational level and you're coming into higher frequency. And number two, when you're coming into higher frequency, you're attracting similar environment into your life. And number two, the neural networks, how they're getting formed is what you use, it strengthens in your brain. You're repetitively saying that, and those neural networks are formed. Eventually, you will automatically become that. I think we have covered this in our sessions, or it is there, sir. Sorry, it is in the upcoming sessions, and we will cover in detail about it. I think in the topic, there is an upcoming topic. Please stay invested in detail. One full session will be there wherein we'll be talking about our brain and understanding, learning something, and then entering into the doing state. And then finally, you become that. That is the being state. So just stay invested. So, yes, number one, affirmations help us to raise our vibrations. And number two, to strengthen those neural networks. So, both ways it helps. Hope I could answer Shiv Kumarji. If not, please let me know. Any doubts? Thank you. Thank you. This is a beautiful program. And for me, the very first time I attended, I was like, wow, something which I thought was probably initially, I thought something, I don't know, I don't have a word now, but when I entered at this platform, I realized so much of science behind it, and that kind of calmed down my analytical brain. And I since then, I'm totally glued to meditation and listening to wisdom. Yes, madam, I'm present in the group. I have read Autobiography of a Yogi. Wow, I feel very happy when I meditate. And when I have experience in what I have experienced in meditation, I'm always trying to get that experience again. That's amazing, amazing, Swati ji. And every meditation, however, is very, very different. Every meditation is unfolding some other experiences. So just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Amazing to hear that reading Autobiography of a Yogi. Amazing. Anyone else would like to ask a question or share? All right, friends, if there is no more question, we'll again take a pause here and we'll all meet tomorrow. Uh, is somebody asking? Okay, Shiv Kumar ji is asked how to come out of a past deep-rooted subconscious agonies. So, meditation, as Patriji used to say. The answer to all your questions is meditation, and the solution to all your problems is meditation. So what happens again? This we will cover in, I think, week 3 or week 4. I don't recall the week wise, but it is definitely there. We'll understand in the deeper level the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Past agonies can be anything. For example, if I have fear, right, when I'm meditating and meditating and meditating, my conscious mind, number one, expands, but my subconscious mind, it gets reprogrammed automatically. If I have certain fears, for example, there is amygdala in my brain which shrinks, which is called the fear center. Automatically my fears will be like reduced. Or if I have past agonies also, eventually, what are these agonies basically? These are memories of some emotions, some experiences that we are not able to get off it. But when we are meditating, automatically, we are becoming more and more positive, and we are replacing these negative thoughts, negative patterns, negative experiences with the positive ones. So eventually we will move into a higher vibration positive thoughts. uh, what happens is, it's not just sometimes something which has happened. For example, I may have had a financial crunch sometime in life. I may have faced something unexpected in life. It is not just event, but the meaning that I have attached to the event. I am kind of reliving and reliving and reliving that past. So I, without realizing what I am doing, and sending signal to my brain again and again, again and again, and that neural network, so we'll discuss in detail in one of the sessions, that neural network is getting strengthened, and that agony which already happened, we are still living with it. This is what happens most of the time. But when we are meditating and with increased awareness, I know the event, whatever has happened, right? And we have to move forward, and I replace it with by conscious thoughts, more positive words being, and eventually when I say that, I think that from negative disastrous thoughts to positive and miraculous thoughts, my thoughts create my reality, and eventually finally we come out of what is not needed anymore with our conscious efforts first, and finally we become what we actually want to become. So Shiv Kumarji, I hope I could clarify. This is something which is a detailed topic for a day. So briefly, I have covered it. Just stay invested. This will surely be covered in one of the days in 40 days program. Thank you, Shiv Kumarji. Rupali ji, please share about the pyramid. Rupali ji, just stay invested. Just stay invested. We have a full 30 minutes topic on pyramids only. But briefly, I think I explained before only. Pyramid is a structure. I have many on my table. I don't know if you can see. Screen doesn't allow. So these are geometric structures which are designed in a way which has a geometry in such a way that its tip it receives that cosmic energy. It has an angle of 51 degree 51 minutes, and it receives that cosmic energy, which, and you will ask, what is this cosmic energy, right? So, well, this is that energy which is making the planets move. Have you imagined planets are moving without colliding into each other on its track? You sleep today, tomorrow morning, the flowers are there blossoming in your garden. Uh, Okay, I have seen a pyramid caps used while. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please use pyramid caps. I don't want to go into detail right now. Then I'll be talking about a topic beforehand. Just stay invested, and we will surely. Ma'am, there are, well, if you are in a place wherein there is a pyramid nearby, you can go there and buy it from there. But there are online sites also. I think one is Urjafy, if I'm able to recall, urjafy.com. You will get it from there. Two other sites I'm not able to recall right now, but we will surely share this with you. I'll have to check. I have written it somewhere. We'll surely share this information with you. You can buy it from there. But on our session on pyramid, this will be taken definitely. Or if you're there, I may share that with tomorrow also. Other two websites I'm unable to recall right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for asking me the questions. I feel really happy when you clarify doubts, and please share your experiences as well. I look forward to interacting. How to resolve conflicts of our thoughts in conscious and subconscious mind. So again, it's a deep topic. Just stay invested. You will automatically get your answers. This question is, sir, quite similar to what you just asked me previously. And this we will cover in one of our sessions in detail, and you will get your answers. It has answers lying in meditation, and number two, taking conscious efforts to rectify something. So this is in two lines that I'm answering right now. Just stay invested, I'll say. We'll get our answers definitely. Thank you so much. Anyone else would like to ask a question or share their experiences? Please come forward. I'll be very, very happy to share a little bit that I know. Okay, dear friends, if we do not have any more doubts, then we'll all meet tomorrow. We'll stop here, and happy meditating, everyone.
I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful. I am powerful. And I celebrate who I am. I am beautiful. I am powerful. I've let go of my past and celebrate who I've become. I am beautiful.
Thank you very much.